Well, excuse the constant vibrations. I joined a group chat, like what I would consider to be the best meme page on Instagram. Just put on the story. Reply to this to get added to your group chat update in a minute now. Ever since the start of the video, there hasn't been a single vibration, which is weird. It's like the only time there's been a break. Maybe it just stops when you record. I don't know. Anyway, this school on Friday the 16th of December 2022. Really shouldn't have scrolled down that far, but it's whatever. There's the vibrations. So, I read Decimation, the Marvel event. I didn't like it. It was completely unnecessary. It should not have been an event because it's not like... The entire point of it was the aftermath of House of M. Well, House of M was not the first event in Marvel history. Like, after every other event, there's usually just an aftermath, and it's not considered... The aftermath isn't considered as part of its own series. What made the aftermath of House of M so special? Like, really, the only good thing I have to say about it is I really liked that comic X Factor. That's about it. Anyway, outside of media, no. Actually, I'll do English first. In English, the teacher was looking to watch The Road, but she says that she... Excuse my stomach. She said that she was having a problem with Amazon Prime or something because that's what the film is. So she decided to log on Netflix and put on some film with Theo James and Forrest Whitaker about the power going out or something. It seems... What I seen seems similar to the show Revolution, which sucks because I hated that show, but I don't know. Anyway, outside media, I was told by Dylan that the teacher will be more pissed than he has been recently because apparently that, like, talk that we had a couple weeks ago where it's like, this tiny minuscule thing, this represents mental health because fucking bullshit. The year 12 had that, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, whatever, but apparently a lot of them had threatened to rape one of the girls that was doing it. And their punishment was like either C4 or litter picking, and they picked litter picking. Yeah, that's it, really. It's DMs as of 5 o'clock. 5 p.m., I should say. I know it's 1, 2 on my phone, but on my tablet it's exactly 5. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm just going to go from the bottom. My friend was going to the hospital for surgery or something. I said, good luck. He said, thanks, mate. I sent a voice message to one of the guys that was watching Black Panther with us, basically saying, yeah, it's me, we're having a bit of an argument here. So when we went to McDonald's, did I ask Dylan for permission to eat his McCrispy first before I ate it? He did not respond. I sent a meme from a couple years ago to a guy who had recently unblocked me on Instagram. It was the No Way Home, everywhere I go I see his face meme, but instead of Iron Man's face, it was the guy who unblocked me. He then sent me a TikTok where it was like, how to make friends in Northern Ireland. Step 1, go up to a random person and say up the ra, because that means hello. Obviously, don't do that. I sent another friend my Spotify playlist, a photo of Dylan where someone else had sprayed deodorant on his trousers, so it made it look like he came. Although honestly, looking at the photo, without the context, it just looks like the sun is shining on his crotch. But it does look like a cool photo. He then sent me a video where it's like a recent leak shows FBI uses player data to predict future sociopaths based on how players treat NPCs in games like Fallout and Skyrim. Another person asked, did we get more context for what the media test will be on? I remember him saying it was only going to be AC. That's it, I think. Do we know what it was on specifically, like fandom and marketing? I think it'll be everything. Ah, okay, thanks. A person who had left like 2 months ago, maybe 3, was asking about me on Tuesday. So I've started DMing her, went, hey, hi Dylan, how's you? Good. Don't know if anyone told you about this or if you were in school when this happened, but I tried to send it to her, but it was on the bus, so it kind of like the order of this is a bit screwed. Like the order for it is different on her phone than it is on mine. So from me, it what I just said followed by a photo of me. Then she said, "Oh, what happened?" And then I said haircut to get her to understand. But on her phone, the order is, don't know if anyone told you about this or if you're still in school and this happened, but oh, what happened? Then the photo. Then I said haircut. Slay! Yes, I love it. Wednesday English teacher literally screamed when she saw it. Oh, I think it looks great. Sorry, I don't mean she hated it. She also loved it. Your head must be cold though. Do you have a hat to wear? No, you need a wee hat flip sake. Got it like a month ago, so I'm used to it. Head is strong. Thanks. So how's you? Good. Sorry I took a bit of reply. I was working. How's school, my dear? Alright, all good. Um, I'm gonna go from 26th. Alright, well, I sent the Jack that I was fighting in the animated Times comments because an African American was offended. That I said Tarantino, Scorsese, Scott, etc. aren't racist, basically, are they? And then I sent a video of Samuel L. Jackson saying that it's impossible for Tarantino to be racist, and I think I've already said this in the DM segment. On the 3rd of December, Jack called Dylan while we were in a party together, so I said hi Jack in DMs. He then said hi Hammy. And yesterday I sent him the albums that I'm missing because he said he wants to buy me one. So, yeah, I've already covered that. So, I said that because of all the screw ups that happened when we're going to see Black Panther, I was going to try and fix that. Step one was by giving the driver my phone number so that he could phone me, saying hello, I'm here, or texting me, so I actually get a notification. Or additionally, I've unblocked notifications on Instagram, as you can tell from the vibrations. I then tried to call them on the 29th. I don't remember why. On the 10th, I sent him a video. What video was this? Stunning. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just moving to get some matchmakers. It's the how you do, fellow kids meme. Then sent me a thing I posted. They're called How to Live with a Huge Penis by Michelle Obama, but you've seen that on Twitter segment. Then sent them me after spending 10 years medical school so I can perform my homie's prostate exam.
It's official. I am now licensed.
Then I tried calling him yesterday because we were standing somewhere where we usually don't stand, and I saw him going towards where we usually do. I sent Ginger my Spotify playlist, and then I sent him this video by Turning Point USA.
I teach high school English, and The white supremacy runs deep. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at how we write essays. Start with an introduction that includes a thesis. Always cite your sources. Use transition words like however and therefore. These are all made up rules. They're arbitrary. They were created by Westerners in power. In linguistic justice, April Baker Bell calls this the language of respectability or the language of power.
There is nothing more 2022 to me than a high school English and literature teacher saying that using a thesis and words like however and therefore are white supremacist when she is in fact white. Granted, college professors have said 2 + 2 = 4 is racist also, so I guess everything is just racist. Breathing is now racist, so just be aware of that in the American education system. I guess you honestly cannot make this up anymore. Homeschool your kids.
I teach high school English.
So, I'm not on the fence, but I am in the middle when it comes to that because I kind of agree with what that girl said because it's not racist that we use like however and all that, but it is fucking annoying doing it. But I said that Ginger saying, what if we showed that to the teachers? And then I sent the How to Live Your Huge Penis book to him as well, and also a photo of. I think this guy was in yesterday's Twitter video. He's like a former Biden advisor, someone with a really big head that was arrested. So it's going to take a while because I need to go way back for Dylan's DMs. So I sent him the bad guy from Mega Mind, Rizzing the cameraman, something that's been deleted. Bowser Rizzing Luigi, that photo that I was talking about of Dylan looked like Kim. I'm looking kind of good, you know. He sent me a Spotify playlist, I sent mine. He sent me a photo of a hoodie he wants that looks terrible. I sent a YouTube video. What YouTube video was this? Oh, it's the John Roblox laugh. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but that goes on for a minute. I sent them. Prince Harry records a Christmas video message in Spider-Man's costume. A poster for the Blue Beetle film. He said that watching Erwin speak for the 816th time. You know, and going, yeah, let's go. Basically. Some fat guy with long red hair that's covering his face like a big fringe, mega fringe, whatever, barking. He tried calling me, told me to join the PlayStation party. I sent them a video of clips of LeBron James looking like he's jerking off. He sent me Oliver Tree's tooth going out because like someone threw a stuffed animal at him. They caused the mic the push forward into his tooth. And also when people get a haircut in school, like the bit from God of War 2, I think, where Zeus just crushes Kratos. Ever since I got caught Jacob, a person called Jacob has been ruffling my hair for good luck. Yeah. He sent me a fat kid with glasses and almost no hair. What's he doing in this video again? Yeah, he's dancing, if you want to call him that. And I said he looked like a former student. I met at him in a PlayStation party that a different former student had said that I looked like, when I put my glasses on, I looked like the librarian from Monsters Inc. He then sent me a very terrible Photoshop of the librarian from Monsters Inc. with my face. When you're talking to a 10 out of 10, your homie screams Wizard of Oz from down the hall. I set him that everything is raised this video. Another YouTube video, I don't know what this is. Okay, it's a pissing scene from Austin Powers. I'll have to go back up because it's put me down at the bottom. Then I said, oh my god, Ronaldo broke into my classroom. He posted another story via, I don't know about you guys, but this shit, you know that sound? Talking about 4-4. I said, 1, the first 2 fours were worse. 2, why is that guy so thick? And then said, POV, the group chat gets leaked, and it's a scene in Wolf of Wall Street where he gets arrested. He then says, not true, at least the first 2 movies had character development, and 4th just sucked. That's so? Yeah. And then said, PewDiePie and his future son. Possible spoilers for God of War Ragnarok ahead.
Say the N-word.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
There are cops.
He then sent me an Overwatch clip. I don't know what this is. Hold on. It's just different languages of saying. I don't think there's actually a meme here. No, there isn't. I'm not going to name what show that comes from. If you know, you know. If you don't, tough.
Hey, stay away from my universal moustache translator. Ow! Me! Hello, everybody. Hey!
And then Sam, Oppenheimer starring Cillian Murphy will span 45 years. He's leaving the theater after watching Oppenheimer, and it's a pic of the old Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond. He then sent me, my teammate, did you steal my loot? Me.
No, I don't touch this stuff. Not gonna touch this stuff. Never touch this stuff. That was a lie. No.
Big you won't. Sorry for stealing your ammo, but didn't realize it was you until the match was over. I don't even know what you're on about, but don't worry, it's just a game. He then sent me Olaf having a light skin stare. A metaverse fucking contest, I guess. What is this again? Okay, it's a monkey rizzing. I think this is also Riz. This is Riz from X-Men, I think. He then sent me his poll count results. He is very lightly in the red. He then sent me a fat cheerleader with the song goes like, I need a hero playing. And Barty were talking about like the comments where it's like, need a hero to stop that stage from breaking. And then sent him how to lift a huge penis. He sent me the first image for Joker 2 being released. I said, thanks, King. He sent me more Riz. A baby having Riz. I said, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen. It's a photo of Andrew Tate just wearing a bathrobe and some Twitch streamer. He sent me more Riz. I sent them Jenna Ortega doing literally whatever people ask of her for 24 hours. Then in the party, he went to bed. He'd be like, when everyone gets on siege, you wake me up. And I said, we back, get on, pick up the phone. I let him know that the new trailer for Spider-Verse dropped. He said he knows. I sent him a notification for a comment I got saying, to be fair, God of War is good. It's almost exactly the same as the previous game, just slightly changed up. The story is far better, but all in all, Elden Ring deserves the win. I mean, it literally broke the internet for more than a month. It was all anyone was talking about. I said false. He said true. I tried calling him twice. He didn't pick up. And then sent him the cast Oppenheimer when Christopher Nolan said he's not using CGI with a clip from Indiana Jones 4, where he gets in the fridge. I didn't send him. Live action God of War series is officially in the works at Amazon. He then sent me whatever. What is this again? Oh, okay. Can't play that. It's a funny looking man in a Miles Morales costume. He then sent me Monkeys Coming. I saw. I'm right. Do I have things that? No, I don't. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get me and constantly clear my throat more so than usual in this video because I still have a cold a bit. Saw all the people that are confirmed to be in the Spider-Verse. I didn't actually see the trailer, I just saw like images of who's going to be in it, and Spider-Woman is in it. And he sent me proof that it's Jessica Drew. Problem is, the character looks nothing like fucking Jessica Drew. Like, Jessica Drew, brown hair, which is straight, and she is white. This Jessica Drew is black and has an afro. I then sent him that Biden guy. He sent me Kanye West after the interview with the I'm a Goofy Goober bit from SpongeBob. I then sent them. They made the Fortnite bus real. Well, what I mean is they took a bus, put the Fortnite, like made it look like the bus in Fortnite, and drove it. It's me. Dog, who the fuck driving the Fortnite bus? Don't ever buy a bus off of Wish. Don't ever buy anything off of Wish, be honest. Anyway, Natural Born Killers. Mixed ratings. I watched it on Disney Plus, directed by Oliver Stone, starring Woody Harrelson, Juliette Lewis, Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Downey Jr. Balthasar Getty sounds familiar. She's my wife. I think he was in Charmed. Whatever. Jared Harris. Louis Lombardi. O.J. Simpson, apparently. I think it was a archival footage. It's good, but I'm not a fan of the cinematography. The fact that it keeps on going the black and white for some reason. The fact it keeps on going the green for no reason. And stuff like that. I get the message. I love the fucking message. And it seems like that's the reason why they did it. But I feel like they could have done it a better way. But that bit where they're like in the motel and he's watching TV, but like they show the TV next to him when that's not actually where the TV is, that's great. This Twitter as of 20 past. I've decided that I'm no longer going to do the news bit. Like that bit project the trending section because I can't, even though it doesn't take that long, I just can't be bothered to decide what things I should talk about there. Top of real lines in the USA versus Europe. Henry Cavill officially attached to star in and executive produce a live-action Warhammer series on Amazon. At first, I was concerned since Amazon ranks apart with a flop with Cavill's executive producer, has proven he will walk from projects that fuck up the source material. Plus, he's all actually obsessed with 40k. I'll stay hopeful. But if it goes woke, bro, I would be genuinely impressed if they somehow made ultra xenophobic god monarch space hyper fascism woke. He can only play the God Emperor. I will take nothing else. Just imagine if the series is a Great Crusade and Horace Hennessy. There's a man who fins his paints. Good morning, setback. Keith Olbermann suspended. Thank God. Someone else suspend it. Someone else suspend it. Someone else suspend it. What is happening tonight?
The most important thing is to be red-pilled and to own the shit out of libtards. The most important thing.
So we've been talking a lot about hotels, migrant hotels, springing up all over the UK. And I said to you not long back that I thought that number must be north of 300. Well, I'm sorry for misinforming you. I've just seen an FOI as of the 10th of November, 419 hotels have been taken across the country. By now, that figure will be even higher. It is out of control. There are very, very few towns now unaffected by this.
Washington Post is a victim of his own elitist ideology. And many employees are just as guilty as the leadership. Get woke, go broke. Spain still requires face masks on planes to illustrate the stupidity. If you're on a 12-hour flight to Spain, you don't have to wear one for 11 hours, but you have to put one on the final hour when you're flying over Spain. Utterly absurd. Flu hospitalizations in England soars NHS expresses for severe outbreaks. Wow, who could have predicted this? Taylor Manor that net zero is making everyone poorer, colder, and more miserable.
Well, as I'm sure everyone who's been doxing would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location is inappropriate, and I think everyone on this call would not like that to be done to them. And there's not going to be any distinction in the future between journalists, civil journalists, and regular people. Everyone's going to be treated the same. They're not special because you're a journalist. You're a citizen. So no special treatment. You dox, you get suspended. End of story. So ban evasion, or trying to be clever about it. Like, oh, I posted a link to the real-time information is obviously obviously simply trying to evade the meaning. That is, there's no different from pen and paste than actually showing real-time information. Well,
I didn't hear basically anything because I was choking on a matchmaking most of the time, but I'm fine. I just feel worse than I already do. There's more outrage and media coverage of some journalists getting banned for doxing than there was about any of the Twitter files. And people got used to preferential treatment. Equal treatment seems like discrimination. The media's credibility is such garbage that its only power was to cry to get people banned. They're totally unprepared for the honest debate or even basic rules following. If anyone posted real-time locations and addresses of MIT reporters, FBI would be investigating, there'd be hearings on Capitol Hill, and Biden would give speeches by the end of democracy. If you actually care about misinformation on this platform, you'll welcome the suspension of an account dedicated to posting deceptively edited videos and out of context news clips. If you rally to have this account reinstated, you forfeit the right to speak on that issue again. You made your bed now line at Proverbs 1:26-31. Twitter owner Elon Musk has suspended several leftist activists posing as journalists in relation to the doxing incident that led to his child being stalked by a masked Antifa-type individual. Yesterday, a person was named as one of People's 2022 most influential people in media. Today, his account was suspended. What happened to private companies who have the right to disassociate themselves from anyone they want? Have you heard the terms of service? If you don't like how Twitter does content moderation, start your own social media site. Remember all those arguments? For 400 hotels in the UK, some of which are 4 and 5-star rated, are being used to house illegal boat migrants in the UK, has been revealed. In the announcement Thursday, Trump vowed to immediately sign an executive order should he be re-elected that would make it illegal for any federal agency to collude with any organization or individual to limit the free speech of Americans. Rand Paul has blasted Republicans who are going along with a bloated $1.7 trillion omnibus spending bill without even reading it. Wow, suddenly the media cares about big tech censorship after previously lobbying for it for years.
We currently have several tech companies run by several extremely rich guys who basically, on their whims, can decide who can and can't say what on their platforms. It's not like there's a system. It's not like there's a set of rules. And I think that really makes people uncomfortable. So you can be like me and think they landed correctly this time on the right decision, which is to get Trump off of their platforms. But just because they landed on the right decision this time doesn't mean I trust the whims of some wealthy tech oligarchs to make these decisions for me all the time. And I don't trust them to, wield that kind of power. I wouldn't trust most people, and certainly not tech companies that I feel have made a lot of bad decisions over the last, 5 years. And I think people should step back from the Trump example a little bit and say, what's the broader context? What's the bigger issue? What are the bigger things at stake in our society? We currently have.
Here's yet another person who tried to warn liberal media censorship cheerleaders that we're fortifying support in a framework that not only could, but likely would soon be used against you and your friends because that's how arbitrary censorship power always works. Surprised you didn't take an absolutely absurd drive controversy from start to finish late season. Hussey and reconcile at a wonderfully warm Buckingham Palace meeting.